Hey everybody, it's Coach Collard here with ArizonaShortSaleTV.com. We are here to bring some heat to everybody today. So if you look up here, you'll see on it says Arizona Short Sale TV State of the Market. This is a post we did a couple of weeks ago. And again, our blog here, our video blogs for you guys, the consumer. Now, the consumer can be anybody, including another real estate agent, an investor, a homeowner, a buyer, what have you. But I'm not quite mad today, but I'm a little ticked off, a little pissed off, and just in general, partly at myself and partly at the market and just the understanding and the state of the market right now. So I'm going to share some stuff with you guys, and I don't mean to offend you, but I know I will. So just put it out there right now. Prepare yourself prior to watching this and make sure you're empowered. Don't take it personally, please, because I'd really like some dialogue and some feedback on this. Is that okay? So I'm basically telling you I'm going to run over you. Just be ready for it. So I want to talk a little bit about what the market's doing and why it's doing it, and the fact that I'm ticked off about nobody knows what a deal actually looks like, but everybody wants to talk about it. Is that okay? Now, I'm going to let you guys know my background. I've made a ton of mistakes. In fact, I would challenge that I probably play in the top 10% of the most burned hands out in the community. Like, I've touched every hot stove out there in investing, in speculating, in buying and selling. I've made more than my share of mistakes, and I would say the top 10%. I mean, I've made a lot. So I'm coming from a place of evaluating my experience and not mad at everybody from I'm better than you, but I'm frustrated because it looks like everybody wants to burn their hand the same way I did, and we can prevent that. Okay, so personal experience here. The market right now, guys, is not a super discounted market, even though it's a distressed market. Does that make sense? So I'm going to read real quick from the Shift book from Gary Keller. He wrote this back in 2007. The prelude to it was called The Breakthrough to Mastery in 2006. And he's the visionary behind the company Keller Williams, which is the second biggest real estate company in America and growing to become the first. So back in 2007, in the anatomy of a shift, we had three types of markets, if you could evaluate that, which most people aren't even aware of. A buyer's market, more than 7 months of inventory. A balanced market, 3 to 5 months of inventory, or I'm sorry, 5 to 7 months of inventory. Okay? A seller's market, less than 5 months of inventory. Historically, that's been kind of an evaluation there. So a buyer's market would be when there's more than 7 months of inventory. A seller's market when there's less than 7 months of or 5 months of inventory. Okay, so I'm getting tongue-tied, but understand here. Now, you hear that and you go, wow, that's obvious. When are you going to bring some value to us, Mark? Well, let's get to it right now. We've been in a shifted market for 3+ years. The thing that not everybody's aware of is we're actually having micro shifts within the macro shift. So the big shift was the Alt-A meltdown, which the world and the media calls the subprime meltdown. They're misinformed. It wasn't subprime, it was Alt-A. That's another discussion for later this week or next week. What's happening today is we're seeing micro shifts from buyer and seller markets within like 30 and 60 days, and people aren't even aware of it. And when I say people, I mean including real estate agents. We have an obligation as professional agents to bring this kind of material information to the table for you guys and consumers. And so I'm talking to consumers right now. Investors, first-time home buyers, sellers. You guys have an obligation to empower your own life to get a real estate agent. And I'm not saying I'm he, I'm one of he. But there's plenty of us out there. But you've got to up your game and up your standards to require more of us as real estate agents. The markets are shifting so fast right now, change is happening so fast right now, most people can't see a deal even though they're looking for one. Partly because multiple reasons. One, they've not defined what a deal looks like. Two, they're working off of old information. They think there's discounts available in the market right now. I don't believe there's massive discounts available. Now, you can shift your strategy and go create discounts. There's a lot of ways to do that. But you've got to adjust things and develop a strategy for how you buy versus saying, I want a 30% discount. Okay? Because a 30% discount is not going to show up as easily as you think it will just because there's a lot of foreclosures and short sales. Y'all understand that? So let me define that. Short sale listings, for the most part, lenders are requiring that they net 90+% of the fair market value. Now, compared to where the values used to be, that's a significant discount. But today's market value is driven off of a BPO, and the lenders are trying to drive those prices up and net as much as they can. So the discount you think you're getting with a short sale is not what you think it is. Does that understand? You understand that? The discounts with an REO is not what you think it is. Okay? You look at an REO and you say, well, they're priced better than the short sales. Let's go after that one. Let's make a low ball offer. Man, those things are getting bid up. You're going to pay more for an REO than you potentially would for a short sale if it was listed at the same time, meaning the property on the same street at the same time, because they're being bid up. Now, when it goes to sale, the short sale goes to actual foreclosure, the bank's generally going to lose more on it. But by that time, the market's caught up to it. I say caught up, it's actually gone down to catch up to that price range. So values are still dropping. Are you aware of that? Now, if you're watching the news, you're like, oh yeah, there's going to be a double dip and it's going to be 10%. Disempowerment at its classic. If you're listening to the news, if you're listening to the radio, if you're getting your real estate information from that junk, man, I'm going to challenge you're completely disempowered. And that's what pisses me off. That's what really pisses me off. So again, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm a little mad at myself, but not at anybody out there. I'm just ticked off because we've got an opportunity to really get into empowerment, and I hope y'all are hearing me. I'm expecting that I'm ticking some people off in this conversation, and I expect you to reach out to me. I'm going to challenge that most of you, regardless of who you are, don't know there's a different strategy for buying an REO than there is for a short sale. I'm going to challenge you that most of you were not aware that we had two shifts in the last 90 days in the real estate market here in Arizona. Most of you didn't even know that exists. Why not? If you're out there buying, if you're looking to sell, if you're looking for your first time home property, man, guys, it's an opportunity to shift. Get your empowerment happening. Pull your head out of the dirt and let's look at things with some strategy, with some technique and some tactics. Let's ask what you're looking for. Let's get real clear on it and then go create it versus letting it show up the way everybody else wants it to show up. I'm going to share a quote with you guys, and this is one of my favorite quotes in the world. Okay? One of my favorite quotes in the world. Timothy Ferriss from the 4-Hour Workweek says this, and it's classic empowerment. He says, the common sense rules of the real world are nothing but fragile collections of socially reinforced illusions. The way I interpret that, if you really listen to it, corporate peer pressure. It's the public. It's the media. If you go back to 2006, 2007, the housing bubble happened because everybody started listening to the media saying the bubble can't stay. It can do anything it wants if people believe. It's always based on the consumer's attitude. And what I'm looking for right now is to challenge you investors out there that are looking for rental properties, the investors that are looking for fix and flips, the person that says, well, I just want to own a home and get in on the action. I'd like to actually have a roof over my head. If you're that person, or if you're even the seller, you've got an opportunity to choose into empowerment and strategic thinking, which most of us have never done. Okay? I'm going to challenge right now. I'm going to let you know, Ryan, you're here with me.
I'm here.
Say hi to everybody. Ryan Melville on the Melville team, and myself, Coach Collard on the Melville team. We're partners in this. We want to make a difference for you guys. I'm going to challenge you to reach out to us. Email us, call us. Even if you're another real estate agent and you think I'm smoking something, reach out to us and challenge me. I'm going to prove that empowerment is the right answer. Not that I'm right, but that I'm empowered to create some different conversation. And I want you guys to see that, because that's where your value is in this market. You're not looking for a discount. You're looking for maximum value. And when you shift to that, it's going to make all the difference for you. So I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully I really ticked you off and stirred up the pot. And I want to hear from you. In fact, I dare you to reach out. Talk to you soon. ArizonaShortSaleTV.com. See ya.